Nahida? Wait. Now that Paimon remembers everything, should we instead say good morning, Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Yes. Wait.
Hey, what's wrong, Nahida? You don't look too good.
Wait. Where's Dunyarzad? She couldn't have...
I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct.
You son... What?
Did Dunyarzad already disappear? No way. Are we too late?
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
We were so close!
Paimon can't believe it. Wait, so what about that other Dunyarzad? Just what is she? Is she also going to disappear?
She's actually something like a puppet, but not completely. The real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep playing her role in this dream. So another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like the grass and the trees, that Dunyarzad is just a building block of the dream that helps to keep it going.
But personality-wise, she's nothing like the real Dunyarzad.
Puppets are stiff and can't copy a living person's vitality. After all, they're just there as filler. You know, speaking of which, the old Dunyarzad might not have been too different from a puppet.
Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her consciousness, and it was you who inspired her. So you do remember her after all.
Yes. Back then, her family was overly protective of her. No one cared about her personality or thoughts. It was as if she only lived to stall her Elazar. I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person. But even so, she's still...
Darkon.
Far from it. I'm still a long way off from being a real Archon. I couldn't even save her. If I were a competent Archon, I wouldn't have let my most faithful follower die at the Sub-Zerus Festival with so many regrets.
Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida. It's the Sage's fault, and theirs alone.
I'm not beating myself up. All I did was to rationally observe the distance between myself and a real Archon.
Don't be like that, Nahida. Even real Archons are still allowed to be sad.
To prevent more tragedies like this, we must end the samsara as soon as possible.
Great, but how do we do that?
Although the Sub-Zerus Festival dream is under the Akasha's control, only humans can dream. Even the Akasha is unable to create them. That means this dream belongs to a host who created it.
Huh? So, how should we find that person?
Well, if this is someone's dream, then everything here must come from deep within their consciousness. Which means, with the power of imagination, they can change anything in this dream.
Imagination? What do you mean by that?
Imagination means breaking through what you perceive as normal. Like when a server at a tavern brings a plate to you, you'd naturally assume that food is on it. However, if you're the dream's host and you become aware that you're dreaming, when you imagine gold and mora on the plate, the dream will respond in kind, and the server really will bring you gold and mora. But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter how many times they're served, it will always be food.
So we find the host. Then what?
Find some way to make that person realize that they're dreaming. Usually, once that happens, the person will wake up and the dream samsara will be broken.
How are we going to find them, though? If it could be anyone, it'd be like looking for a needle in a haystack. And even if we did find them, how are are we supposed to make them realize they're dreaming? After all, like you said, don't wake a sleepwalker.
It's extremely difficult, yes. But the only ones who can do it are you two.
Why us?
Remember, everything you've achieved up to this point has all been for the sake of finding the host and ending the samsara. As for me, during this time, I'll be out of town.
Out of town? Are you going to that place full of dreams where the traveler went?
Yes, I want to try something. There must still be a small wisp of possibility. Hurry and go. Dreams are supposed to be fantastical, romantic, and full of pleasant surprises. Unnecessary things like this samsara need to end.
Ooh, the Archon's angry.
Paimon's still a little upset that we've come this far only for Dunyarzad to...
I'm a little angry
She was
too.
such a good person, with such a simple wish. But fate was against her.
I just feel so demoralized.
Yeah. Saving Dunyarzad is what kept us going this whole time. But we mustn't lose hope, Traveler. Dunyarzad would definitely want to see us save everyone else. So let's break the samsara for her sake. Paimon's wondering, do you think the sages would get one of their own to be the host of this dream? Feels like it would be easier to control it that way, no?
Likely. Knowing the plan, they'd probably become aware that they were dreaming. An unsuspecting host would be less likely to realize this is a dream.
Huh. That's true. Plus, the sages probably weren't counting on there being other factors beyond their control, like Nahida and us. So, who do you think the host of the dream is?
The one with the strange getup.
Oh, that would make sense. Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, is a symbol of the wholesome Zeru's festival, right? Pretty core character. Let's go ask him some questions, shall we?
Let's go! Can I leave yet? No! 24K only? Damn it! Okay. How many primos do I have now? Do I have another for? I do not have another for a single pool. PS? All of that is going for Sino. Sino, my boy, my precious wolf child. What the what? 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 Sino and the Kusanale. That's what those are going for. What? 175 pulls. Yep, and there's still 9 days on this banner alone. And I'm also at a guarantee, so within 80 pulls, I'm guaranteed the next 5-star.
You're back. You left in a hurry last time. Is everything okay?
Everything's fine. Just, it's a little hard to explain. Would you mind taking part in a little experiment with us?
An experiment? That came out of nowhere. I'm listening, though. What do you need me to do?
Could you make a wish?
Imagine your wish coming true before your very eyes.
You want me to make a wish? Is that a new Sub-Zero's festival tradition or something?
Less questions, more wishing!
3.2.
Okay. My wish.
I won't answer how
My
I know
wish.
that. My
Okay.
guess is 32.
I'm a little nervous
3.2.
saying this out loud, but
Talk to me in the Discord
I want
after
Miss
this.
Dunyarzad to be happy. I noticed earlier that she looked a bit down, and she wasn't really talking to anyone. She just doesn't seem like herself. She's always so gentle and kind, and all the kids love her. I've also wondered if the reason she asked me to be fairest Knight of Flowers is because I'm special to her, or something.
So, you have a crush on Dunyarzad?
Oh, is it that obvious? After what I just said, I guess it is. When she placed the hat of the Knight of Flowers onto my head, she said to me, "I want everyone to have a happy Sub-Zeru's festival." What she didn't realize was that I'm not that interested in how everyone else feels. In that moment, I just wanted to be her Knight of Flowers for the rest of my life. 50 years, 100 years, I'll serve her till the end of time. Okay, yeah, that was a bit much. Felt like the right moment to get it off my chest, but that was pretty embarrassing. Okay, I'm ready
I
to make
really
my
want
wish.
Al-Hytham.
I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear
As well.
in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true.
Please come true.
I'm gonna open my eyes. Oh, you're...
What?
Fucky? Sorry, but only one portion of Yelda candies per person. Back home you go. Nice try, you two. Anyway, never mind. I don't need to see her appear right in front of me. As long as she's happy.
Guess he isn't the host of this stream after all. Should have expected it wouldn't be this easy. It seems like everyone who knows Dunyarzad loves
Al-Hytham.
her.
I really want
None
Al-Hytham.
of them
Yeah.
has any idea that she...
That's one of the reasons why I'm skipping, because I really want Sino.
That sounds like Dia! Oh, right. This is when Dunyarzad bumps into the kidnappers.
I'll teach them a lesson they won't soon forget.
Huh? But Dia can handle them. Hey, Traveler!
Did you pull for Tignati? Ah, that explains it. Yeah, I'm skipping Tainari.
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take...
Take Dunyarzad and leave. Leave these guys to me.
Hey, this is my job. The homie Yannis pay me, not you.
You're wasting your breath. Leave!
You... fine, all right. Knock yourself out. Why are you so worked up anyway? It's not like I don't trust your fighting skills. Anyway, watch yourself.
So you got yourself some backup. Suit yourself. You're going down.
That's fair.
Scatter!
Dissipate! I'll settle this.
Ah, look at that. Look at that.
Midnight Phantasmagoria!
Spring forward!
Stand with me!
Be still.
So satisfying.
Traveler, were you just taking your anger out on those guys?
Fine. Just so angry at myself. Yes, I got C6 Fischl at the beginning of the game. How'd you guess?
You and Nahida both. Dunyarzad wouldn't want to see you two like this. of her, Paimon just remembered something. Remember how during the first Sub-Zero's festival, before the Samsara started, we came here with Dunyarzad because she wanted to pick something up? She said it was because she had forgotten something.
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she is staying somewhere around here. She pointed it out to us the night before the Sub-Zero's festival.
I've been playing since the launch of the game. In fact, cool story. I have been recording a playthrough of Genshin since the beginning of the game. So if you go to my YouTube, you can literally watch my entire playthrough from the beginning of the game, from when the game just started to current day. I know it doesn't get a lot of views and such, but it makes me really proud that that happened. So every pull, every situation, every event, every change. I think I saw Oz attack with you, and I saw more electro reactions than normally. That's fair. So basically, everything from the beginning of the game that I got until now has been recorded and is documented on my YouTube. And I'm really excited because if this game ever ends, the entire history of this game will be on my YouTube channel. I don't know. I'm a little proud of that. That's something I think that would be really, really cool. Should we check out what the item is? Maybe it'll give us some clues.
Yeah, even if it's only a tiny clue, it'll probably still help us more than this needle in a haystack search.
What about It's Dea.
This is the place. It's rude to enter other people's spaces without permission, but desperate times call for desperate measures. Hey, the windows are unlocked. Okay, Paimon's gonna take a peek inside. This was only a temporary residence, so there was pretty much nothing inside except this book on the table. Should we open it?
More reading? More reading? Does the game freeze? Game, please don't freeze. Oh, that's a lot to read. Okay, let's see here. You guys can read it on YouTube.
Wow. Dunyarzad wrote all of this. Sounds like she was always thinking of us even while we were away. Even though she was also busy preparing for the Sub-Zero's festival and had all her health problems to worry about. She must have wanted to give this to us as a gift on the day of the Sub-Zero's festival, right? If we hadn't found this book, we never would have known. But now that we know, we can't even thank her.
Dunyarzad.
Hey! Where are you off to now?
So, hold on a second. Also, people tend to underestimate Kuki. Especially C2. I legitimately think her C2 is way better than people give it credit for. And C2 Kuki is nuts. Legitimately, C2 Kuki is nuts. But yeah. Hold up a second. There you go. And then, where is he? My precious wolf boy. My Bobby boy. There we go. Yep.
If the Arataki gang stirs up any trouble, I'll drag every last one of them back to apologize.
I actually... You know what might be a fun party? Legit.
What's that? Join you for a walk?
This might actually be
why not?
good. Wait, what? Hold on a second. Legitimately, this might actually be good. Okay. If this is the case here, though, okay, I need to change artifacts here real quicky dink. I'm praying I still have these artifacts. I do. Okay. Think. Yeah. I am? Okay, good. Because I want to try this.
Our bond is strong.
I wanna try out this team composition. Because I honestly think it might actually be somewhat good.
It's Dunyarzad's puppet.
Guess. I'll feel better if I say this out loud. Thank you.
Traveler? You must be exhausted. Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Dunyarzad feels like an eternity ago.
It does feel like a very long time. I am going to hit the heck out of these things.
Paimon still remembers when we were sitting here, and the way her eyes sparkled when she talked about Nilu's Dance of Sub-Zerus.
I can barely recall it now.
There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets.
That was what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean...
Dunyarzad?
Yes, Traveler. What is it?
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just now, how come...
Not. Do not leave behind any regrets. Let's go, Paimon.
What? Where are we going this time?
To watch the Dance of Sub-Zerus. Do I get to beat somebody up? Can I beat somebody up? I would really, really like to just beat someone up. Where the reason why only we can stop the dream is because we're the ones that are hosting the dream, right? No beating up anyone anymore. What? Why? I want to beat someone up, especially what they did with Dunyarzad.
If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you exercise tact.
How did things turn out like this? Traveler? You don't have to get involved. He's a sage from the academia. I don't want to drag you into this.
Traveler?
Traveler? What the heck are you doing? If you get arrested by the academia, that's another day gone to waste.
I'm literally on the edge of my seat. Paimon!
Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been scared stiff?
Just as I thought. They're puppets.
Oh, of course! If this is the sage's plan, they wouldn't put themselves through this. So they're just substitutes.
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage?
Hold on a moment. What's up with those flowers?
Like I said, they symbolize the goddess of flowers. It's just a shame that all the real Padisaras went extinct after her death.
Yes. The Greater Lord brought forth new Padisaras in memory of the goddess of flowers. But she ultimately could never truly replicate that beautiful shade of purple.
That beautiful shade of purple. Aren't these flowers real Padisaras? Just like the ones from the legend? I didn't even notice. Dunyarzad, did you find these?
But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the goddess of flowers passed away? So, how?
Yeah. What's going on here?
Nilu, close your eyes.
Huh?
Imagine that the Grand Sage and his entourage are not here in front of you.
You guys are acting weird. But okay, I'll try.
Wait, Nilu's the dreamer?
Hey!
They disappeared! So Nilu's the host! What a surprise! Purple Padisaras don't exist in the real world anymore. But in Nilu's subconscious, they can appear as decorations on the stage. It's just like the example Nahida told us. People assume there will be food on a plate, and Nilu assumed there would be real Padisaras in the flower pots. So when you saw the flowers, you instantly knew it was Nilu?
Correct.
But if we want to end the samsara, we need the host to become aware that they're dreaming. How should we make Nilu realize that?
Am I dreaming?
Huh?
How did you come to that conclusion?
So I'm right. Is this Lesser Lord Kusanali responding to our celebration of the Sub-Zeru's festival?
Wrong guess, but you aren't completely wrong either. The point is, what made you think this is a dream? As far as you know, people in Sumeru don't dream, right?
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage? To prevent a calamity, he went on a journey to find the Dendro Archon.
Ooh, sounds familiar. Dunyarzad told us a story like that when we first arrived in Sumeru City. So it was about the first sage, huh?
Yep, but in the part you heard, he hadn't become the first sage yet. There's more to the story. His piety and wisdom were acknowledged by the Dendro Archon, and she finally gave her blessing to him. All kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage, as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long, he mastered all the knowledge he could comprehend. Afterward, he said to the Dendro Archon, "I miss my parents, my wife, and my children. I've been away from home for far too long. They must be worried." The Dendro Archon smiled. The next second, the sage found himself lying in his bed, as if he had just woken up from a dream. His wife, lying next to him, said, "You're off to search for the Dendro Archon today, aren't you? Have a safe journey, my love." In the end, the first sage took care of many disasters in Sumeru City and founded the Academia. What a happy ending.
So, the first sage was dreaming ever since the beginning of the story? He never went on his journey?
Yes, but his faith and determination were conveyed to the Dendro Archon, so she blessed him in the form of a dream.
Paimon understands where you're coming from now. That's a really interesting connection. But we really gotta wake up soon, like the sage in the story!
Now that Nilo's aware of it, the stream shouldn't be over soon.
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sub-Zero's festival is almost over too.
Do we get
Since
to
we're
see a
in dream,
dance?
Let's make this final dance of Sub-Zero's as beautiful as we can.
I've been waiting a long time for this. Please, dance your heart out.
The wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the dance of Sub-Zero's.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilou's dance.
Gotta admit, I teared up a little bit right there. Oh, that's heartbreaking. Oh.
Oh, good morning, travelers. feels like she's been asleep for the longest time.
Good morning, Paimon. My head hurts.
Paimon's head feels super heavy. Did we oversleep? Do you even remember going to sleep last night? Paimon thinks it was after the Sub-Zero's festival. The Sub-Zero's festival! Have we finally escaped from the Sub-Zero Samsara?
I remember now!
Quick! Take off your Akasha terminal!
At the end of the dance of Sub-Zeros, I think I saw... Look! Quick! Let's go see Dunya-san!
She's not in her room. What happened?
Let's go to the usual spot.
Huh? What usual spot?
I do like that the Traveler has way more dialogue this time around. Oh wait, is she alive?
Well done, Traveler and Paimon. And thank you, Dunyarzad, for organizing the Sub-Zero's festival for me.
Wait,
I'm sorry,
what?
who are...
Dunyarzad! You're okay! Oh, don't scare us like that!
Dunyarzad.
Oh, Traveler Paimon. I have something amazing to tell you. I just had a dream, and I saw Nilou performing the dance of Sub-Zeros.
I'm guessing that's the end of the Archon quest currently? Wait, hold up a second. Is that a constellation? Yes. 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 How many constellations can we get for the Traveler currently? Okay. So there's a couple of things I want to try out. Not sure yet. Because C6... Okay. I want to see how this party works real quick. So we're gonna go test against some bosses. Because I have a sneaking suspicion that this is gonna be incredibly busted. Real quick. Okay. Because I have a really strong...
The depths beckon.
Scatter!
Lightning Sheriff!
Get back!
Okay, teleport away.
Mind the deluge.
Propagate!
Stand with me!
Take me!
Okay.
Lupica! My Lupica!
Okay. That's fine. I think I need Whip Razor 2 times, right? I'm used to playing Razor with Zhongli.
Nice day, but I can't seem to shake this strange feeling.
I'm used to playing Razor with Zhongli. I also need more energy recharge for Ether.
Be still.
Drop this. Drop that.
Spring forth!
Stand with me. I'll settle this.
Do that. Zhongli is great. Zhongli is broken.
Mind the deluge. Propagate! Germinate!
Where is it?
Be still.
Okay.
Stand with me.
You know, I still think I like the cryo in the team more. Yeah, I still think having...
I hear you've got a job for me.
I still think that composition is better for Razor. Just because then I get super I'm buffing both his electro damage and his physical damage. As much as I like the homing attacks, I don't think it's... So, to anybody who is curious, Dendro sort of actually does work with cryo. Before you go, Danny, do you want to see Heijo at work? If you can't stay for that, then I totally understand. But I figured I'd ask if you want to see Heijo working real quick. Before I jump down. Okay, that's fair. Well, thank you so much for being here, Danny boy. I really appreciate it. You were a blast to talk to and hang out with. So I hope to see you at another time.
Lights out. You can't run.
Spring forth!
Our bond is strong. Out of my way.
I taste blood.
Yeah, that's much better.
Get back! Germinate!
Judgment. Punishment.
Do that.
Dissipate.
Drop this.
Spring forward!
Get with me! I'll settle this!
Yep. That is slightly better. Not sure how I necessarily... I don't know if I'd take it into the abyss, but it is slightly better. That is slightly more consistent than what it was doing earlier, pumping up both his electro and physical damage. I probably would still take it around in the overworld because it's a lot of fun.
You're actually Nahida, aren't you? Paimon felt like Catherine was acting weird when we met at the Sub-Zero's festival. And Dunyarzad, did you save her?
It's a really long story. We shouldn't disturb her. Her consciousness is still weakened. Let's chat somewhere else. How about by the Traveler's favorite bench?
Ah.
Dissipate!
Where's my favorite bench?
Let's talk about Dunyarzad first. It's such a relief that she's all right.
After we parted on the last day of the Sub-Zero's festival, I left the city and saw what the Traveler had described. Among the countless dreams, I found one that was growing fainter and fainter. This proved my suspicion. Once Dunyarzad could no longer bear the Akasha harvesting her dreams, her consciousness began to dissipate. But this also meant it escaped the Akasha's control. Such a small fragment of consciousness can't last for very long, though. It will return to its original dream, where both will gradually fade until they completely disappear. I used all the power I had to keep her dying dream alive as long as possible, but it still wouldn't have lasted for much longer if it hadn't been for you two breaking the samsara.
So it looks like we did manage to save Dunyarzad in the end. And not a moment too soon.
Very happy ending. Oh man, this is truly a miracle.
Huh? Why are you two smiling so happily? I thought you'd be so moved that you'd start crying. I need to spend more time observing human emotions.
Both are fine. Everyone reacts differently.
All right. You two must have a lot of other questions for me, right? After all, you saved my faithful believer. As your reward, I will answer any and all questions.
About what I saw in that dream about what I saw in the dream at the Avidia Forest.
At the Avidia Forest, there was this incense that made the Traveler fall unconscious and dream of a huge tree and a red sky.
You also heard someone's voice, right? It said world and forget me.
Yeah, so you do know. We've been wanting to ask you what that was about, and if the red sky was related to Conria.
It seems like the Traveler established a connection to Irminsul. That was a message left by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul. Perhaps her last memory before she died. As you two probably know, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared after the disaster in Conria. The timings of these events do line up, so your suspicions are reasonable.
A message from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? We thought it was from the Scarlet King.
The Scarlet King? That god who died even longer ago? Some present-day desert dwellers still worship him. You probably just heard some of their conspiracies.
Okay, so what does the message mean?
I still haven't managed to decipher it. Even the Akasha isn't currently capable of doing that. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul seems to be contaminated with something that has a very dangerous aura to it. Many devoted scholars go mad as soon as they connect their consciousness. I've warned the Academia about this many times, but people still keep falling victim to it. But I believe this is the key to saving Irminsul. That's why I've kept trying to decipher it.
So the tree in the vision was Irminsul? Oh, Tainari also said that Irminsul is sick! Is it because of the contaminated consciousness? But even if you can't figure out what that vision was all about, it seems like our search for you was all in vain.
The Traveler wasn't affected after coming in contact with that consciousness. I've never seen anyone like that. With you here, we may have a chance at deciphering it. No, we must decipher its secrets. I've already eliminated all other factors that might affect Irminsul. This is the only one left. This puzzle has life and death at stake. It could determine Irminsul's fate, as well as Tevat's.
Why do you look like Catherine?
To be accurate, I'm using the Akasha as a medium to occupy Catherine's consciousness.
So you're possessing her.
How did you do that? Poor Catherine. Does this mean you can also occupy other people's consciousnesses?
Theoretically, I can enter anyone's mind as long as they're wearing their Akasha terminal. The Akasha is the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. As Lesser Lord Kusanali and the first Akasha terminal, my consciousness has always been linked to the Akasha. I've always respected my people's free will, so I've never actually occupied their consciousness. When necessary, I just borrow this bionic Snezhnayan puppet.
Wait, what?
Hold on. Did we just learn some deep, dark secret? So Catherine is... No wonder Paimon felt something was off about her.
She's a puppet.
What
From
about your own
Snezhnaya?
puppet? Why do you need to borrow other people's? Don't you live in the sanctuary of Surasthana?
That story begins a long time ago. After Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared, the sages found my newly born self and took me back to Sumeru. At that time, I was young and weak. The sages kept me in the sanctuary of Surasthana, ostensibly for the sake of protecting me. But I've hardly heard from them since. However, I do understand that they had hoped to find Greater Lord Rukkhadevata instead of me, a symbol of her passing.
So, the sages basically put their new Archon under house arrest? How dare they! Why don't you teach them a lesson, Nahida?
In some ways, they aren't wrong. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was omniscient and omnipotent. Even after her death, the Akasha is still empowering this nation. And I'm still really far away from being able to call myself the God of Wisdom. Moreover, the Academia is also more proficient at governing this country. My existence has little meaning.
To me, you're already an excellent Archon.
Yeah, you got a lot of believers. Just look at the Sub-Zero's festival. Everyone who showed up truly loves you.
Thank you for the kind words. But I honestly don't need physical freedom as long as I can connect my consciousness to the Akasha. Trying to find a way to save Irminsul is my life's mission and top priority. I will work on that, and try to live up to being a deity in the meantime. Every once in a while, I will also take up the duties of the God of Wisdom and enlighten a lost soul here and there. Doing all that should be enough.
About the sage's plan.
There's never been any big problems with the Academia's governance of Sumeru. This is the first time I've seen them step out of line. I wonder what caused them to go down this path, and what they hope to achieve.
Can we stop
Even
them?
though the city's residents haven't noticed anything strange, if the Traveler hadn't broken the Sub-Zero's samsara, the situation could have become dire. I tried to do some investigating in the Akasha, but I couldn't find anything suspicious. And all the people of interest seem to purposely avoid wearing their Akasha terminals. I think they're deliberately trying to hide something.
Oh, that reminds Paimon. In Gandharvaville, there was a sage who had invited Tainari to join some kind of project. Could it be related?
Regardless, I need to first investigate the sage's motives, make things right, and punish them if needed. But I'll have to be discreet, or they'll see me coming.
No one's realized the issue with the Akasha?
You mean how the Akasha stops you from having dreams?
Yeah, it's been such a long time. No one's noticed something's up?
It's not that no one noticed. It's more like no one cared. Ultimately, it's all rooted in the sage's misdirection.
Misdirection?
The sage has convinced everyone to believe that being unable to dream is a sign of rationality and wisdom. Not dreaming is a badge of honor in Sumeru. Even if the truth is that their dreams are being reaped by the Akasha. With their propaganda in place, the sages can maximize their use of the Akasha to facilitate their research. Besides, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata must have created the Akasha in the hopes that it could be used to its full potential. That's why I've never come out strongly against this. Anyway, the perspective advocated by the sages drowned out any voices of doubt. By now, even those who never use Akasha terminals find it too shameful and embarrassing to talk about their dreams. Got it! I hope my answers were satisfactory, seekers of knowledge. To be honest, maintaining Dunyarzad's fading dream took a lot of mental energy. I think I may need to rest for a while. Oh, and you don't need to worry too much about the sage's activities for now. The Akasha won't be able to conduct another project on the scale of the Sub-Zero's samsara in the immediate future.
Go and get some sleep. Leave everything to us.
What a relief. This is truly the most exhausting birthday I've ever had.
Traveler? Paimon? Why am I here? Do either of you know?
Maybe you were sleepwalking. You know you can't wake up a sleepwalker. We happened to walk by, so we thought we'd wait for you to wake up.
I see. Huh. I should visit my maintenance personnel sometime. Oh, I'm fine. I better go. Thank you.
Wait. Was that it? That, I guess, was it, guys. That was the Archon quest. For now, it is. For now. Guys, I do need to take a little bit of a break here. I think I'm going to call it for today. So we are going to end stream here. Guys, I normally would not raid with this number of views, but my friend Lady the Laddie is having a birthday week, and I'm going to be hanging out with them for the remainder of the week. So let's give Lady a happy birthday, if you don't mind. Guys, we're going to be raiding Lady the Laddie, my bestest best friend. Their birthday is today, so if you guys could give them some love and appreciation, that would be fantastic. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for experiencing this story. I'm actually really excited to see where the rest of the story will go in the 3.1. So I hope I'll see you guys then in 3.1 with more Genshin. Until then, I'll see you guys around. Bye.